Hello, I am Pablo, journalist for the BBC. I'm glad to invite you to a debate where we are going to introduce this common problem, well-known problem in France with the situation of the rooms. Nowadays in Rome there are 15,000 to 20,000 of rooms living in France in illegal forms, and in 2012 about 12,000 of them were expelled from France because they were living in illegal camp. So for this debate I have the pleasure to present you in my right Juliette, especially of Cooperation Agency for the government of France, and in her right the Minister of Education. Hello, Minister. And then in my left I have Cassandra, as a good reputation journalist specializing in French minorities. Hello, Cassandra. And Marine, as the Minister of Foreign Affairs. So, please, we are going to start with the Minister of Education. Minister, how do you see this problematic situation in France?
First of all, I have to say that I see it in a diversity optics. I think that for our children, the main aim, the main objective of education is to provide the best education. So it means that we have to give diversity to schools. What is it? So it's not only having people from France, it's having people from every places in the world, if possible. So Rams is people from the world, so we need them in the diversity. It's very important to connect our children to our future, our next generation over connected world. It's very important for me.
Okay, thank you very much.
Okay, but what do you think about the fact that sometimes they're not only gentle and educated, and the fact that sometimes they are violent, and the children steal some phones, and the older steal many examples of, for example, steal of Cooper. I mean, sometimes there can be violent, and it could be a problem, a really hard problem. Also with all the illegal stuff they are doing in the camp. I don't know.
And I would like to add that a lot of children, Romanian children, do not go to school. So how do you want to put diversity in school?
Yeah, and all the danger. I mean, it's.
Yeah, I see what you mean, but you know, we don't have to focus on special cases, but we have to see the global problem. And by the way, there is not only Rom who provide violence into schools. There is two other people even from France, or even from good families, they provide problems and violence too. So we should consider the globality of the problem, not only focuses on Roms.
Yeah, but you can't deny that with the Roms there are more delinquencies, and for example, just as you said, in 2012, 12,000 of them were expelled because they were settled on illegal camp. And I have really, actually, many examples of rape by the Roms, or stealing, and they teach the children how to do it, and the children just do the same, and when they will grow up, it will be worse.
Yeah. One good point for these delinquents is that it's good for security market, okay? And no, seriously. Like the minister said, they are not allowed to do bad thing in France, and we cannot consider it like they are all the same. They need our help to be integrated in France, and I think it could be a great opportunity to improve the diversity in France. And
yes, but I think that most of them don't want to integrate themselves in the society. For example, they still live in slum camps, and I don't know, it's a cost for the state, so I mean, they don't want to integrate themselves.
Yeah, I agree. Sometimes they refuse to ask for jobs.
Yeah.
But also I agree that it's the government responsibility to make them integrate properly the country. Because, for example, they are moving all the time from different cities. They should integrate one city and settle there for the children, for their education. I think it could be a good point to have more diversity in school for a longer time. But yeah, I think it's a very serious and difficult issue. But maybe if we try to integrate them more at the workplace or at the educational point of view, it could work.
Well, now I would like to show you a video where we are going to see an interview of a Romanian girl which has this situation in first hand. She's able to be in France, but her parents were expelled. We're going to see this situation and our reaction after.
Je veux être avec ma famille, point barre. Ma famille, grâce à eux que je suis bien grandi comme ça, grâce à eux je suis bien à ma santé et tout, grâce à eux que c'est tout ça. Donc j'ai pas envie de les quitter maintenant.
Vous dites que le président n'a pas compris votre situation?
Non, il n'a pas bien compris ma situation du tout, le président.
Yeah, so concerning this video, it's a perfect example of the non-respect of diversity in France. You know that people are just trying to get a better life quality and they are expelled. And I think it's not fair, so our government should take it into account and help these people. I don't know.
Yeah, this is why, for example, in this case of Leonarda, we accepted her to stay in France in order to get education, to go to school, etc. And we are actually studying the case of her family to stay in France too, because she needs a family, so it's very important for her to develop herself.
Yeah, I think it is a dramatical situation, but with her host family, she will integrate more the French culture and way of life. She will be far away from the delinquency and she will avoid the life in the street, for example.
Yeah, but it's better for her to go to school and try to have new friends and to integrate the French values and principles, because some of the Romanians forced the girls, even the youngest, to prostitute themselves in the street, also to steal everything they can, and sometimes when they do not succeed, they're just begging for money in the street. So it's better for her, even it's a difficult life that she will have, because I can understand her host family will never replace her family, but I think that's the best solution we have.
Well, thank you very much. This is the end for the debate. Thank you for your attention, and now I'll leave you with the BBC weather forecast. Thank you very much. Goodbye.